You talk about people, social relationship for Gemini in 2015. Gemini, you have a wide circle of friends who appreciate your wisdom, skill, knowledge, ability, your charismatic personality. It is very difficult to maintain close friendship who are happy and balanced. Gemini, you have a great memory for old friends. It might be very hard for you to gain real friendship or real friends. Friendship will often see long separations or break in regular communication. You are very generous toward your close friends. Your enemies might or may spread wicked stories about you, and small minded people may believe them. You may encounter swindlers, cheats, thieves, thugs. Probably you'll overcome your competition or enemies in a keen and clever way, perhaps by knowing what makes them kick. Your enemies, opponents, and your competitors will have to yield to your strength. You eventually win over your enemies. But whatever the outcome of your interaction with your opponents, your enemies, you may look at it in terms of new opportunities. Enemies and opponents are often troubling to you. Sometimes they disturb your peace of mind. Sometimes you can sometimes feel as if you have your hands are tied behind your back, as you do not have the educational or mental resources to deal with your opponents. You can feel helpless. You may be obstructed by litigation and other problems caused by enemies. Gemini, there are often questions and uncertainty as to how you really feel and think about a situation. Others may condemn your behavior. You are fortunate and well respected. You become respected because of your attention to all the details and your persistence. You appear to be very cranky and weird to normal, middle class people. Conflicts between polarized ideologies and interests, demands and aspirations make it very difficult to stick to one project. Therefore, others may see you as a fickle or not deeply caring. Reputation in a scholarly or educated field might be important to you, as your ambition is strongly linked to awareness of gradual accumulation of resources, gradual rising, prosperity. In extreme cases, Gemini, you might lose a high position due to treachery or adverse public relationship. You are often called upon to speak and can do very well within an audience. Relationship form an important part of your personal life. There will often be support when you end up in a vulnerable situation, vulnerable position. You may have spontaneous and initiative insight into situation and people. There may be an argument with relatives, co-workers, colleagues, superiors, family members, but they start to dispute among themselves and abandon their negative action toward you. You may cause unnecessary drama, sometimes trauma for those around you. So my suggestion is, don't get paranoid. Calm down yourself. You console to people who can be immensely helpful, but they are not always receptive to it. There are always others you can draw on for your support, but you have to be very careful. Dealing with simple, honest people put your heart and mind at peace. As an antidote to your tendency to attract commotion, your children, your employee, and students may go through stages of transformation. that may involve struggle before they come into their happiness and prosperity. Even though you are often quiet, people would be wise not to cross you. There is a constant undertone of opposition you have to deal with in whatever you do. You may make gaffes in foreign countries. You will definitely prosper by dealing with foreigners or multinational company or people from different background or people of other social sectors. Gemini, but presenting yourself, your word of speech, your knowledgeability skill will be one of the tools you to join you with other people on a social interactions level. But whatever you do, refrain from losing temper or aggressive words or harsh tone. And try not to offend anybody's pride, honor, ego. Just go with the flow. May I say, try to be a good listener. That's the tool you have to carry on.